Let's get more analysis now on the DRC conflict. We're joined live from our Johannesburg studios by Godfrey Talabulu. He is the Deputy President for Congo's Renaissance-an Advocacy NGO on the Congo. Welcome to Africa Live, Mr. Talabulu. Now, first, the M23 rebels say they want a political situation on this political dialogue. Is this the end, though, of the conflict in eastern DRC?
Well, I think we can't tell with exactitude that this is the end. However, it's a step forward to ending the conflict. And it's a good sign and very positive sign that has been waited by so many Congolese.
Well, while the M23, though, says it has declared an end to the insurgency, it would appear that they were overpowered in recent days, though, by the government and UN troops. What would you expect from the M23 now moving forward?
Well, I think it has been a tremendous couple of weeks to see how easily the FID and the UN force-keeping have helped the Congolese to take over the towns that have been under siege by the M23. But I think I don't expect much from them. They are claiming that they will be putting out there their claims by forming a political party. But the problem is now that our eyes are focused on the Congolese government. What do we expect from the Congolese government since all these victories? Are they going to bring them back to the government? Are they going to settle peacefully their issues? Or are they going to stand firm by what they've been saying since the beginning of the Kampala talk? I think this is the first time where we've seen all the stakeholders being involved in a sort of diplomatic solution, even though on the field people are claiming victory gained by the FARDC, but it has been much involvement from both the government and its partners, but basically the UN forces, and also a key point and very important key role, Rwanda and Uganda, who have stepped aside and who haven't given much support to the M23 in the last couple of days.
All right, you mentioned, though, Uganda and Rwanda, who haven't given much support to the M23 in the past few days, though, but they had been previously accused of backing the M23. Does that fact, though, that they did not intervene as the M23 faced defeat, does that vindicate them of the allegations?
Definitely, it's not, today it's not any more allegations. It's actually evidence, because if you read from different media, and I can take the Telegraph at UK, where both ministers from the American government and UK government have called in the past few days President Kagame and eventually President Museveni, telling them, hey guys, you should step aside and you should let this go. And they've done it. So it shows overtly to the rest of the world that this movement, this rebellion has been maintained, has been supported from outside. And here I'm naming Rwanda and Uganda. And they've stayed for almost 20 months to be just giving up for a couple of weeks. One can understand that this has been more a diplomatic of a power rather than a military. But right, at the end of the day, we're so happy that it could lead to the beginning of a political solution. All
right, let's look at the internal politics there for the moment, though, Mr. Talabulu, though. DRC's President Kabila had last week offered to form a government of national unity that would incorporate all opposing parties. But now that he has militarily defeated the M23 rebels, is he likely to include them in the pledged new government, do you think?
Well, I think it's going to be a risky decision for him, because we know Mr. Kabila has been the target of population. He's unpopular back there in Congo. And if you look at what they call concertation nationale, which is actually national consultations, the aim was the national cohesion. Though we didn't see all the biggest party from the opposition, and we didn't see even the M23 sitting around the table and deciding how to re-establish peace throughout the country. So now if he takes that step of reintegrating all the officials from the M23, it's going to be an insult from people, because they expect him to step firm and to stay firm with what he mentioned, to secure people at the end, and then to bring those who are authors of crimes into different courts and tribunals.
All right.
So I don't think it's going to be a good idea for me.
All right. All eyes on the developments in the DRC for the moment. Mr. Talabulu Godfrey joining us there from Johannesburg.